Dr. Lemkin, could you give us a little background on how you came to be interested in this genocide fight originally?
So you see, as a lawyer, I thought that a crime should not be punished by the victims, but should be punished by court, by international law.
Raphael Lemkin, who was a Polish Jewish lawyer whose whole life was informed by the search for why there existed a name for the killing of one human being, the word murder, but there didn't exist the name for the killing of many people based on their identity. And when his own family, 49 members, were killed in the Holocaust, it was inconceivable that the world could therefore exist without an international law for the killing of many people based on identity. And so Raphael Lemkin coined the name genocide, the name geno and side, from Greek and Latin words. The UN was coming into shape at that particular time, and he was very conscious as a lawyer that this was going to become a very important body, and that this was a body that was going to create international laws, and that if it was to find a home, that home would be the United Nations. So he began to lobby. He began to lobby member states. He began to lobby newspaper reporters. And the argument was a very profound argument, because he said small countries do not have any protection. Big countries can protect themselves with arms, but small countries can only protect themselves through international law. And eventually he succeeded in getting a committee created, and he was one of the members of that committee that then drafted the Convention for the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. And so through his tireless efforts, we got the United Nations to adopt as its first international human rights treaty, the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. That was adopted on December 9th, 1948.
The General Assembly, by unanimous vote, affirmed that genocide is a crime under international law.
As we speak today, the Convention for the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide has never been more relevant. And it's absolutely important that we do not give up as humanity, that we do not give up trying to prevent genocide. Raphael Lemkin, he said, I hope this convention becomes a living force in world society. He hoped it will become so living that we would live with it every day, that we would be conscious of it every day, to ensure that we prevent this kind of atrocities from happening to us. And of course, the answer does lie in carrying forward the legacy of this extremely important human rights, the first human rights treaty that the UN adopted on 9th December 1948.